All right, so Mackenzie, actually, we're talking about a little bit of your art. I want to let's get into that. Let's talk about where you started, your brand, everything. Talk about it.
All of it. All right, so
tell me the origin first. Tell me we can start.
Origin. All right, so like the label I go under, I call it Giraffe Studios. Just so it's went through a couple name changes, but like that's the one that kind of stuck. So the giraffe bit. I just love giraffes, guys. Like they're like awkward horses. Like, I love them. They move funny. Their necks are weird. The babies drop 6 feet at birth. Like I love that. I know. Like, it's just so funny.
This is very things to just like about an animal.
Did you know? Did you know?
And their tongues are purple.
Yeah, like that's weird. Why do they have horns? I don't need horns. There's so many just like weird things, but I'm like, but they're so majestic at the same time, weirdly, and they're also like, I don't know, they've made it this far, so I'm like, they're clearly doing something right. Like, I don't know what it is, so I'm like, I love giraffes. Yeah. And then mad is kind of like you know how like, I mean, English is kind of annoying, so like words have double meanings, so like mad could be crazy or mad could be like angry, so it's kind of like a play on like is like this angry art, or is this like crazy art, or is this just like like, you know, it's just kind of that like, how art can like evoke any type of emotion depending on like who's looking at it, their like mood for the day and that whole thing. So it's kind of like they kind of just like fit together and the flow was nice, and I was like, I could just call it that, and then everyone just kept throwing it was like at the time where everyone just kept calling everything a studio. So everything was like, this is like Blue Studio, and it's like, all right, I guess it'll be a studio. So it kind of just stuck. So like that's really like the origin of it, and it was also because my name's just really long. My name is very long. Like it's 9 letters to begin with. Like Mackenzie's just a very long name, and then on top of it, I got the hyphenated last name. So I'm like, what is just something that I could just like shorten it? So I'm like, instead of just initials, it's just like Mad Giraffe, and it's just like everyone knows because like who else is like called Mad
cool.
Giraffe?
It's unique.
That's dope.
That is dope.
You know, so I'm like, all right, like this is it. So then that's kind of like the origin of it. I don't sign things like Mad Giraffe. I do sign like my name on things. But it's kind of under that like bubble, which is nice. And then I'm like, I can branch out and like get different artists and like do like nice collabs and things like that. So I'm like, this could work. We're still in the building up stage, but this could work.
What was like that plan when you first started? Like, what did you want? What did you like vision from it?
Oh, bro, I envisioned like, you know, those whole ass like graphic design studios where like one little corner is like they're doing typography, and that one they're doing like actual like icons and graphics, and then like in the back there's a bar, like one of the straight vibes. Like in the middle it's like just beanbag chairs. Like I envision like a whole like, not a Google, but like a Google version of just like a creative studio, like especially for like Black creatives and like creatives of color, and just like for people to go and just vibe out and just like have fun. Haven't reached that point yet, but we're on the way there. You know, yet is the key word on this, but like we'll get there eventually.